Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's just start with a quick little overview of I finally figured out what to do with this wall. And I got some simple little pixie lights that I got from Target in the dollar section. I have 3 sets of strings and they each cost me like $3. And you can't see the top, but I swear it's here. It's here. As you can see, we are back in the corner of our filming, which that means is I am bringing you today a story time sit down video. Yes, I am. And in today's video, we are talking about all of my piercings. I have 8 piercings, including all 4 of my lobe piercings. So, without further ado, let's get into this. So, like I just said, I'm gonna read off my little bullet points here. That's gonna annoy me, like, the whole video, just like, I'm blind, I'm sorry. Okay, so, my first piercings are my lobe piercings. I'll do a little, like, I'll view in with like earrings or whatever or something. But my first holes, my first piercings that I ever got, I got them when I was 12 years old. I was not, my parents didn't get my ears pierced when I was a baby. They just saw like no reason into that. My mom was actually very lazy with us when we were all like born, but I mean 5 kids. I don't blame her, but then I do blame her. Just, we'll get into that. That's another video. But yeah, I got my first piercings when I was 12 years old on my 12th birthday. That was my golden birthday. My birthday is September 12th. So, as like a little compromise between my parents and I, my aunt had just gotten her cosmetology license. So, she was like, well, why don't I just do her piercing then? And my dad was all for that. So, yeah, that happened. I don't think I have pictures of that. I might. I'll look for them. I really would have to look for that. But my second lobe piercing, I did that myself. I did that my sophomore year of high school. I think I just turned 15 when I did them. I got the same kit. They're like the little guns that you buy from Sally's and like the little do-it-yourself kit. Yeah, I bought them with a friend of mine at the time, and I re-pierced her industrial for her. Like we used like the 2 kit and just we did open the holes again for her so she would be able to put her bar back through. But we bought a second kit because she wanted me to do like some other piercings, but we never got around to that because she kind of like pussied out afterwards. But the guns are really difficult to use and they're actually very damaging. I would not recommend using guns. If you are gonna go and get pierced, please go to a professional piercer. Any tattoo shop will do them for you. Do not go to Claire's, do not go to Sally's and get them yourself. Oh my god, you do not understand how damaging the gun is. I will like put in something somewhere. I will insert a picture somewhere that it will explain a little more in depth on it. Yes, and for my lobes, I remember my first piercings, this side got infected all the time. I think I was just, yeah, so, fix my notebook real quick. These 2 would always get infected, like all the time. It was just, I wore costume jewelry all the time. I would sleep in it, and that's a no-no. Don't do that. Don't do that, because costume jewelry are most likely made with nickel. You don't know. They always say sterling silver, but it's probably not. Quick outfit change. It got super, super hot in here, so I lost the hoodie. Yeah, so that's it for my lobe. So my second piercing, technically, this would be like my 5th, technically, was my belly button piercing. I got that done when I was 18, and I really wanted to get it done when I was 16, but my mom was like, nope, wait, just wait. And I was like, alright, whatever. And she's like, when you're 18, you can get it done because you're an adult. And I was like, alright, whatever. So at 18, I got it done, and like I was asking people around, like, oh, like where'd you go and get it? Where'd you go get it? Some people got it done at the Super Mall. That's here over by my neighborhood. Like if you're from Pulaski and whatever, you know the Super Mall. I had friends who've like gone to like actual piercers and got it done, and I found from a specific friend, this guy who's like officially licensed now. Like he had just started in like the piercing and tattooing world when I got my belly button done by him. But I heard of him, and like a friend referred him, so I like was like, oh well, show me some of your work then. And he showed me all of his piercings, and like he had done like this snake bites and then like the tongue one, or like I guess like the tip of your tongue. like nose, facial, all kinds, like dermals, all kinds. And I was like, all right, sold. And plus, like, referral, like, from a friend who'd also gotten her belly button pierced by him. My room's haunted. So yeah, like, we set up a date. It was, like, I think a couple weeks after my 18th. I, like, went to his house. Like, he gave me his, like, home address. And, like, the friend who referred me was coming with me. And there, and, like, he's, like, putting, like, the dots, and he's, like, measuring, and he's looking at my belly button. He's like, you have a really small belly button. I might not be able to do this. And I was like, you better figure this out, because I went through great lengths to get here, boy. Oh, like, I remember, like, walking in, and, like, we're in his basement. Like, and, like, his mom came home, and, like, his siblings were there, and, like, as he's, like, marking my belly button, he's looking at my belly button, like, he's like, yeah, like, it's too small. And I was like, oh, no. And he's like, don't worry, we'll make this work. And I was like, all right, cool. So yeah, like, I lay down, like, he had an actual table at this point. My friend was, like, cracking jokes that, like, oh, like, you pierced me on your couch last time, like, you finally have a table. And he's like, yeah, I know, like, I'm working my way up there, like, I'm finally buying supplies and whatnot, like, but he was very clean about everything. Like, he brand new needle, like, opened it up in front of me, sterile pliers, you know, the clamps, there you go, clamps, like, he sterilized the clamps in front of me, gave me wonderful aftercare tips. I also bought a saline solution from him that, I guess the Salvation Army, not Salvation Army, the Red Cross uses, you know what I mean, like, it's medical grade, there you go. I'm leaving this in. You're a jerk. Come here. No, okay, anyway, moving on. Yeah, but I still have my original jewelry. It's been 3 years now. It's been about 3 years since I've gotten it done. Can I help you? Since getting it pierced, it has migrated. I'll, like, do, like, a little close-up of it, but it has migrated from its original, spot from where it was pierced, and I'll, like, zoom in on, like, the scar now and how it's migrated forward, and I'll, like, leave in, like, something here of what migration and rejection means. But the migration and rejection are, like, the two main things that I've always been nervous about when getting body piercings, because with migration, your piercing will just move down. Like, it'll either move down or, like, to, like, a certain side from its original, like, piercing. And that's what happened with my belly ring. It would always move to the left. So it's migrated forward a little bit and to the left, like, slightly. My nose hasn't migrated, nothing else has migrated other than it hasn't rejected, which I am extremely thankful for. Like, many people, like, complain about rejection, and it's like, well, you either have the wrong jewelry or you got a really shitty piercing. So, how my mom found out. Okay, so I kept it a secret for, like, a good year. She didn't know about it, like, no one other than my sister knew about it. I think my little brother knew about it, like, maybe once or twice. Because I needed him to bring me jewelry for it, because I had lost the ball, and I needed him to bring me a new ring. My belly piercing, was one of the worst piercings that I've ever had. It literally took my breath away. You're just going through so much skin and tissue that traumatized. It's triggered. Revert. But I remember I was wearing this pink shirt, and it was like a little 3/4 hoodie thing, and I, like, stretched, like, I, like, reached up, and my mom was sitting down on the couch when I did it, and I did it right in front of her, and, like, my shirt went up, and it was just enough for her to see the ball, like, the bottom ball, and she was like, Mary Angel, what is that? And I was like, fuck! So yeah, I, like, had to, like, go in, I had to walk back into the living room, and she, like, pulled my shirt up all the way, and I'm like, I'm not wearing a bra, what are you doing? And she's like, why did you get that done, blah, 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 like, why did you tell me? And I'm like, I've had it done for, like, a while. Like, it just, yeah, irrelevant. Alright, moving on to piercing, technically number 6. This would be my cartilage piercing. Yay! Ooh, I will also link the company down below where I buy all of my jewelry from. Like, the majority of the jewelry, minus my septum, that I'm wearing is from Body Candy Jewelry. Link will be down below. I wish they would, I don't know, reach out to me or something, but because I've spent much too much money on them, from them, with them. Anyway, cartilage. Cartilage piercing was an impulse piercing. It was my second impulse piercing. My first impulse piercing was my second lobe, so this would be my second impulse. I was at the super mall with some friends. This was, I think, a week before graduating high school, and I decided to treat myself. This was a $10 piercing, I believe, because yeah, cartilage don't cost that much. It just depends on the piercer and whatnot. But I had heard of this certain piercer at the super mall that I've numerous friends who've gone to, and they're very clean. They open the needle in front of you, gloves, sanitary, alcohol, everything everywhere. Yeah, but we walked by the piercer a couple of times because we were just like walking around the super mall, and I decided to like go back, and I was like, hey, like, I'm gonna get my cartilage pierced. Like, I've been wanting this piercing for a very long time. I think this was one of my first piercings that I've ever wanted. And so I was like, well, I'm gonna go get it done. And my one friend was like, alright, well, we'll come with. And I was like, alright, cool. So we went in, I signed the waiver and everything, gave them my ID, because you have to be 18 and older. With all that, and like they explained everything, and as he was getting ready to pierce my cartilage, he was like, take a deep breath, and so I did, and then he pierced it as I exhaled, and it was like one of the smoothest piercings. Oh, I should cut. Yes. I don't think my mom found out about it for like a while after graduation. I got this done, like in June, and then I graduated like a week later, and then I don't think she found out until like Christmas that year, and that was back in 2016. Yeah,